Welcome back to the Living in Sedona channel. I'm Cami. I'm one of your local real estate agents serving the Sedona and Verde Valley area. And today we are going to be in the village of Oak Creek. So stick around. Welcome back. So today we are in the village of Oak Creek. I thought I would do a video on the village separately. Behind me you should be seeing Bell Rock and Courthouse Butte. The village of Oak Creek, or the VOC, sometimes the locals will refer to it either as the VOC or the village. They are actually talking about the village of Oak Creek, which is part of Sedona. It's just not within the city limits of Sedona. I've heard some tourists say, oh, when we reached the village, we thought we were in Sedona. Well, you are in Sedona. You just have to keep going about 6.5, 7 miles up 179 to get to the heart of Sedona, in the uptown area where Tlaquepaque is and all of that. So if you're visiting, just know that you haven't quite reached the center of Sedona. You're just on the outskirts. So one of the things about the village is it's a little different from being out of the city limits. The village does have its own grocery store, Clark's Market. It has several gas stations. Has some restaurants that a lot of locals like, particularly Colt's Grill is a big one. Famous Pizza is also here. They do have a Subway, and then they have just lots of little restaurants, kind of like mom and pop restaurants. We have some Thai here, so a ramen noodle bowl area restaurant, and Tortas de Fuego, the Mexican restaurant, has a location down here as well, which is very good. Butterfly Burger is here, Pizza Lisa is here, so you have some options of eating down here if you are staying down here. We also have the Collective Plaza in the village of Oak Creek, which is housing the wood-fired pizza pie Ronton Johnny's that we all love, and Del Piani, which has a wonderful drink menu. You will not leave there disappointed for sure. In this plaza is also the Village Chop House, which is a newer restaurant featuring steaks and seafood, also very good. And I believe there's an ice cream place too in this plaza, as well as Miley's Cafe. So you have lots of options. If you're a golfer, this is probably the area that you're going to want to consider staying or purchasing a home in. Actually standing right next to the Oak Creek Country Club. So this is one of the golf courses in the village. The other one is the Sedona Golf Resort. And then the other one is Canyon Mesa. That one is only a 9-hole golf course, so it is smaller than the rest. But a lot of the golfers of Sedona like to live down here because then you can actually live on the golf course. There are homes on the golf courses, so that is an option when looking at a place to buy down in the village. Speaking of purchasing property in the village, here is a market snapshot. It is a little less expensive purchasing a home in the village of Oak Creek. The average sale price rate is around the $700,000 mark, and then it is also broken down into the big park area. This area does have a higher purchase price typically, just because the homes are bigger and are on the outskirts of the village. One of the things that's interesting though about the village, that if you're looking to purchase, that you really need to keep in mind, and I'm sure all of the real estate agents know this, but depending on where you purchase a home in the village, you may be part of an HOA, not only one, but possibly 2. And that's because parts of the village actually has its own HOA. They actually govern certain areas in the village. And depending on where that property lies determines whether you're within that homeowners association. But one of the things to keep in mind about the Village of Oak Creek's homeowners association is that it limits your rental capacity, so no short-term rentals. You have to rent at least a minimum of 30 days or more. And so that is the big thing about being part of that homeowners association, is that it does affect how you're able to utilize your property, whether you're going to do a short-term rental or more than 30 days. So you actually could have a home that is not only in the Village Homeowners Association, but if it's in a subdivision that has its own homeowners association, you could be paying 2 homeowners association annual fees. So it's just something to keep in mind if you're looking at purchasing in the Village. If you're planning on wanting to hike down here, you should be seeing behind me Courthouse Butte and Bell Rock. The trailheads are just right up the way off to the right-hand side, so the trailheads are easily accessible. I will caution you, if the trailheads are busy, be cautious about parking your car like in certain plazas. They actually have signs that say, do not park here if you're hiking. So just be cautious of that. You do need a pass to park there, so keep that in mind as well. But there are some other trails that are down here. Jack's Canyon Trail is down here off of Jack's Canyon Road. You also have Wilson Mountain that you can, I'm sorry, not Wilson Mountain, Lee Mountain. Wilson Mountain is further up. So Lee Mountain is also down here, and Castle Rock is also down here. And there are just trails galore. And I think the most popular ones down here is the Bell Rock. I mean, obviously everybody wants to see that and hike that. If you haven't or have the chance to, I highly encourage you to do so. If you have any questions about the real estate market or about what it's like to live in the Village or in the city limits of Sedona, please feel free to reach out to me, whether you're buying, selling, listing, investing. I'm happy to have that conversation with you. So I hope you like, subscribe, and share. I hope the video was informative for you. And as always, make it a great day at Living in Sedona. I'll see you next time.